Getting started with AI can feel like a marathon, so grab your ASICs because on office hours, we're covering Firefly basics. That's right, everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome to Adobe Office Hours. I'm Andrew Hockrattle.
I'm Nick Longo.
And this is Firefly Basics. We have done a Creative Basics course over the last few years, kind of covering Photoshop, Illustrator, all the different things you need to know. We haven't talked about Firefly.
Right.
And it seems like we missed. So, Nick, what are we doing today?
We want to take you through all of the latest and greatest features. There's so much to see and do now. I think you have regular Firefly, you have Firefly boards, you've got all the audio and video kind of features that are going to be brand new to a lot of you. So hopefully we're going to be showing you some new stuff.
Yep. And chat, I do want to start out this episode with something really special that I wasn't thinking about until we started the episode, and now I am. We have launched a very special, just for you, hotline. We haven't talked about this on anything at all yet, but we have a new Adobe hotline, and it is something that you can call into live, and you can leave a message for us. Maybe we'll pick up, but you can leave a message. Let us know what you're loving, what you're hating. If you want something from office hours, if you have a product request, if you're stuck somewhere, just call in 561 my Adobe. You can call in at any time. You can text in at any time and leave us a message. Please call in, leave us a message. And that number, hold on, let me give you the actual numbers, chat. I should know this, but I need to look at my phone.
So if I text it, what do I get? Like a fun little response back?
Oh, no, it's an actual number. If you text it, you will get a text back from an actual person at some point.
No.
It may not be instant, but
Okay.
it will happen. By that person, it's me or my team.
Nice.
561 692
Sounds so confident.
623. There we go. That's the number, chat. So you can go 561 my Adobe. Just look at your phone and then tap in the things. Or you can go to 561 692 362 is the number.
Did I hear a niner in there? I'm not quite sure.
561 692. So this is the Adobe Community Hotline. It is going to be live perpetually. You can call at any time. Leave a message. You'll be greeted by me asking you to leave a message. Please leave a message. Let us know what you're loving, what you're hating. If you have any ideas for the products, or if you just want to leave us a funny joke, please call right now during the show. We're going to talk about this a few times as we come back through the show.
Oh, look at that. You got it right there on there.
Right?
Aw.
Yay!
My monitor.
561 my Adobe. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into the episode. We are going to be talking all about Adobe Firefly basics. And WhatsApp 2? Maybe? Yeah, try it. Try and see what happens. If you hear my voice saying, hi, you've reached the Adobe Community Hotline, leave a message. If it's something else, then don't. All right.
We can't be responsible.
We can't be responsible, chat. All right, so let's go ahead and hop into our episode and get talking. We're going to start with Firefly Web, firefly.adobe.com. So let's go ahead and hop in. Nick is going to take over the firefly.adobe.com side of things. I'm going to show you some of the features in Illustrator, Photoshop, and Express, and a little bit in Premiere as well. So Nick, let's hop in. We're new and learning.
Yeah.
What is Firefly? What are we doing with Firefly? What's going on here?
Remember when this used to be a very oh, there's 2 or 3 things to check out. Now look at the board that you have here. You've got so much to do. Right here at the very beginning, you have your first area to enter in your prompt. But what I want you to do is kind of look around and see. You've got all of the different things here as far as boards. You have create. There's production now. Have you tried into custom models yet? That's kind of a cool one.
Yes,
they
custom
showed
models
that
are new. We'll show
that.
Yeah. Well, have you done any?
No,
Okay.
I'm excited to do it because I've got a project that I do need this exactly for. This is where you can build your own kind of customized AI prompt, and anything you do will follow under that kind of, art direction, which is pretty sick.
Yep.
I love that. Go for it.
Oh, I was going to say, so that is more in our Firefly Advanced. Yeah. I was like, I'm scared.
200 level.
Yeah. If you're nervous about all the things on this page, don't be. We're going to walk you through all the things that are happening here. They're really just big 3. And we want to make sure that you understand the basics. Firefly, it's generative. So what it's going to do is it's going to help you envision your ideas into something that is an image or a video or a sound.
You got it.
It's going to take it out of your brain, help you work through that. And that's really what Firefly is doing. So Nick, first one that we want to start with, I think that we want to jump right into generate image. I think that's like the base
simplest
one.
Yeah, that's where it starts.
What do we do here?
All right, cool. So again, you've got, like he said, all these areas here. We're on image, but actually all you're going to do is go right to the prompt window right in the front and center. Here's where you can put in your prompt. What I like to do is write them either kind of like off on a notes app, or you can use an LLM to kind of get you to a better spot, because the more quality you have in your description, the better the results. So I'm just going to hit paste, and here's what I've got. A luxury sneaker suspended midair, molten chrome liquid splashes around it, frozen in time. You could read on and on. It's got so much good stuff here.
And Nick,
next,
under that, what's that? There's a little button. It's got a little Gemini in there. What's that? What are all those things?
Everything. Let's try it. We're going to go with the basics, right? So I'm going to do Firefly Image 5. These are all the models in Firefly you get to choose. And if you take a look at that, you've got, I don't think anything else gives you even remotely this kind of control. So I always love to try explore different ones, because they all have their pros when it comes to what they could do best. But Image 5 has really gone like crazy. It's so good. So you can see I've got everything here. We can go here. Right now, I'm going to do 16:9. This is where you can choose your ratio. And more, well, it's going to allow you to do a few more things, but I don't think we technically need it. So I'm going to go right back here. And we'll just go ahead and hit generate. So it's going to go right into this. We'll get started. And here it's starting the first one. So it's going to give me one really great option to see what it looks like. This works pretty fast, I would say. The Firefly 5 has been really good. They upgraded it, I believe it was 2 weeks ago. Yep. And here you go. Look at that. Like, unbelievable.
Oh,
this
that's
is
rad.
So good. Again, I think this has gotten so much more real. It's gotten much more kind of directive from your prompt. So you can see we gave it a lot of good stuff, and it has created something really, really beautiful. Pretty nice, huh?
Yeah, that's rad.
This is great.
So we have this as an image now. And from there, we could try maybe a different partner model. And so it's going to stay with that same, we can kind of like reimagine the prompt with a different partner model to see if we get different results. I think a lot of people get like stressed out when they see that long list. It really is just a bunch of different options for you to try. If you're looking to generate images, Adobe Firefly model is really good. If you're looking to edit an image, Gemini 3.1 is really good. You can kind of play around with what you want to see and see which one has the best result for you, and find what works for you.
And a lot of times too, it will kind of auto select on a lot of the video ones and a few others, and it'll kind of like pick the one that it thinks might be the best one for your prompt and what you're asking it to do. Yep. So this is editing that same one. It's using the previous version that the Firefly 5 made as the reference. You can see it's kind of down here at the bottom. So this basically is carrying over and saying like, well, let's try this now in Gemini 3 with Nano Banana Pro. And you can see it's definitely thinking. It really wants to figure out what it was received, what the prompt was, and what it's going to do to kind of create something new and refreshing. So it looks like it's almost done.
While it thinks about that, and if you need to, you don't have to sit and wait for things to render. It will keep rendering in the background in all the places. Oh,
Look
cool.
at that. Wow. It took it to a whole other level. It really got the molten chrome liquid splashes, which is pretty cool. And that's pretty high resolution as well. I got to admit, this is awesome.
Yep. So it's something that you could use in your brainstorming process if you're trying to come up with ideas. Really great way to get the ideas in your brain out into a visual so you can present to clients and stuff.
And it's a good thing to show here at the top. You now have next moves. You can share it. I can copy it, image to video. I can open it up in Photoshop Web, or I can go straight into Adobe Express. Or you just click the download button and you'll get that right in your downloads. Yep.
And if you don't want to generate from scratch, there also are a lot of options for you to kind of edit using Adobe Firefly. But before we get to editing, Nick, can we hop back and can we show a generate video real quick? This is going to take a little bit of time. And so we're going to have Nick show you how to do it and get started. And then we'll come back once it's generating.
There we go. All right, cool. So I have a few prompts ready to go. And again, I just went into the video one as well. So here's where I can describe what I want. I'm going to put in the prompt here, the prompt enhancement. Perfect. You can actually, that's kind of nice too. It will actually kind of like look at your prompt and kind of help you out a little bit here. So we're doing a continuous track shot in a rundown alley, transforming into a vibrant street art district. So I have everything ready to go. We have VO 3.1 auto selected. Look at the control unit. I didn't even know it goes to this point.
Yes.
You've got resolution, aspect ratio. You've even got frames per second. This is crazy. And how long you want the duration. So I think we've got everything else. I don't have a first or a last image. That's like maybe advanced, right? Let's hit generate and we'll let this go. And then that way Andrew can work on something. We can come back and check how this is working.
Yep. Also, I love those little creatures in the little pause animations.
I'm glad they kept that.
Yep.
That's been there since day one.
So if you don't want to generate from scratch, you can actually use Adobe Firefly to help you edit your image. If you need to do some quick edits, you can go right here on this new ways to create and just click on edit image. From there, you're going to choose your image. We're going to do your device, and we are going to choose, I have an image of like a plant right here. So let's go ahead and upload this one, and it's going to upload. There we go. It's going to upload this image for me, and then it's going to start to allow me to edit this image. Now, there's a couple things that I want to do. I think that this newspaper over here is a little distracting, and I want it gone from the photo. Now, I could go into Photoshop, and we could do some like clone stamps and like kind of do some things the old way to retouch it. It's going to take me a long time. Here, I can use Adobe Firefly to just work faster, right? I like to think of Adobe Firefly sometimes as like the junior designer that I'm like,
Yes.
You don't have friends, you don't have a family, and you never get hungry. And
you don't have to take a lunch.
You don't have to take a lunch, and you can just like do the stuff that allows me to do those things. And so I don't want to sit here and do all of the retouching to get that newspaper out. 'Cause it's not a huge deal, but it's going to take me a long time. And honestly, I want to go eat Chipotle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to generative fill. Actually, let's go to generative remove right here.
Oh, cool.
And all we need to do is I'm just going to paint over that newspaper area. And with that, I can just hit remove. So we're going to just use that brush to generative remove, and it should remove that newspaper for me. So you can do this in Photoshop. There are functionalities in Photoshop as well. But if you want to do it right here, boom, done. Right? Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So good.
That's crazy.
I like that these features are there, and there's so much more. Like, I don't know how they made it so friendly, but it just is so nice to have it there, and you don't have to jump anywhere else.
Yep, absolutely. And so if I wanted to, I also could maybe change out what is on this stand. So maybe we don't want to have a plant here, and this is somewhere that if we're styling a photo shoot and talking to a client and want to have like a different thing sitting on the table, maybe we want to have, what would we have here? Like a sculpture of a gnome. Let's do a little like garden gnome sculpture. So what I can do is I'm going to go to generative fill, and I am actually, let's do generative remove first. Let's go ahead and remove this plant. I think it'll just be a little cleaner if I remove the plant first. We're going to go over this. Make sure that you get the reflections. That is always a sneaky thing that I'll go and remove something and then realize that the reflections are still there. So we're going to generate remove this. I'm probably going to leave this reflection over here just because I'm lazy. And we're going to hit remove, and it should remove that plant for me. And then I'll be able to place something else into the space. And hello, we have Katrina in the chat. Nice to see you, Katrina, one of our evangelists. Oh my goodness. What a clean remove. I missed a piece. Let's go ahead and remove that. And Nick, Katrina's asking, what are we doing here? I missed the beginning. What are we doing? Let's go ahead and give a recap. What's going on?
Yeah, we are doing a Firefly 101 for all those folks that want to kind of try it out. We're going into images, videos, you name it, audio, and then we're going to show how you can take advantage of a lot of these features in some of your other favorite apps.
Yep. And a question from Marcy. I missed the beginning. Is all this free except for using credits, or is there a subscription cost for Firefly like there is now for Adobe Express? If you have a Creative Cloud membership, this, like everything that we are showing, dead. If you have a Creative Cloud membership, everything we're showing you is included in that. It does use generative credits, but you have access to all of these things. And so what you can do if you ever want to check your generative credits, you can just click on your little icon up here of your face, and it will show you how many credits you have left. I've used almost all my credits, but that's because I've been demoing
like crazy.
You probably won't use all of your credits that you get through your Creative Cloud membership. But if you're a Creative Cloud member, you do have generative credits. You can just see up here. And if generative credits are showing up, that means that you have access to all the things. So one more thing that we're going to do here is I want to generative fill. So far we've used generative remove to remove things from the scene, and we're going to do generative fill. And here I want to put in a little bit of a fun little garden gnome. So we're going to kind of do the shape that I think a garden gnome would be. Mm-hmm. And then we are going to use, let's use Adobe Firefly here. And we are going to say garden gnome, Gnome.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, and then from there, we are going to hit fill. Let's see what happens. It should fill in a garden gnome for me into the space. And Marcy's saying I have the photography plan. I get 100 credits. 100 credits can go a long way, especially if you're doing small edits like this, especially with the photography plan. Yay, there we go. And my favorite thing about this is that it did do the reflection. I think that it's crazy that it does the reflection down here. So you can see.
I think it's got enough of the glass to know that it's, and then like the surface of that grass to know, hey, it needs a little reflection.
Yep. So just a few clicks, we've replaced that plant with a gnome. Again, it would take me a long time in Photoshop to take those out, and I'm able to visualize it here very quickly. And yes, with the photography plan, 100 credits, you can do a lot of generative removes, a lot of generative fills, a lot of generative expands, which we'll show you when we hop over into Photoshop. But I wanted to show a little bit of Firefly Web first. And Nick's video is done. So we've generated a video, Nick. Give us a look at what your generated video, what was your prompt one more time?
So again, we were asking for a rundown alley to be transformed into a vibrant street arts district with real-time people, painting, lights, flickering, you name it. Let's go check it out. Watch this, guys. Wow.
The time lapse is pretty cool.
Not too shabby. It'd be weird if it picked, like, if it got people from your photo album or something.
Yeah,
like,
here's the people
populate it with,
you might know.
Friends and stuff.
Yeah.
So again, like, this created quite a nice size image. It's 8 seconds. It's 720p. That took about 2 minutes, I think, while you were working. And amazing to see that. I can actually go in and edit. We could generate more, which is great. The editing feature here as well is allowing you to kind of like maybe do a second version, or do you want to like use the end frame of this to make more? That's a little more advanced, but it's giving you so much good kind of like control that, I mean, it's almost like you're playing art director and like film director at the same time.
Yep. And how I would use this is like, if we are like storyboarding something, this is great to hand off to a visual effects artist, to hand off if we're shooting an event, to be like, hey, I want to make sure we get this shot in the space. And you can upload your own image. So if you wanted to, you could upload a starting image of the space and then have it go like, okay, I want like a sweeping shot going down the hallway. And that way you can kind of pass it off. And I think it's great for creating shot lists for photographers, for photo shoots.
Oh, yeah.
And for storyboarding for video stuff.
I'm going to see if I can find, an image or two to add and see if I can add it to the actual piece. So if you're working on something,
I'll up over and I'm going to show you one of my favorite things in Firefly Web. And it's like it's not one of the main things that we talk about a lot, but here's one of the basics that I think is worth talking about because it's so fun. If you go to the Generate tab over here, you can actually generate a soundtrack. If you're a social creator and you need music to put on your social reels, you can generative soundtrack. And here's what we're gonna do, chat. It might be loud. We're gonna give us a try. What we can do is we can type in different vibes that we have. We also can add in some of the vibes down here for the vibe, the style, and the purpose. We can do energy, we can do tempo, and we can do duration. So I want to do just like a little social reel. So I'm just going to do 30 seconds. Let's do 35 seconds. Actually, let's do 30. There we go. So we're going to do like 30 seconds. It only is going to cost me 10 generative credits. And we are going to go up here and I want to add in, I want it to be a funky, like, rowdy. I think that's like a fun one. And I want it to have disco and then a little bit of funk.
Okay.
And we're going to do this for a live event. So I can also upload video if I want to like add the soundtrack to the video. I do believe this may not be true, but I do believe that it thinks about the cuts that are in the video and helps to match up the music. Yes. I think that that's a thing. Yeah. Not fully confident, so don't quote me on it, but maybe. Energy, it's office hours. We want high energy. It's office hours. We want it fast. So we're going to go ahead and generate this. And this is just a great way. And I think that this generates like way faster than most of the other things. Yeah, done. All right, chat. I'm going to take down Nick's volume. So Nick, sorry if you're quiet for a second, just so you can hear this music. Here we go, chat. Oh, chat. How is there no music playing? Hold on. Oh, no, chat. Wait, hold on. Was it like gearing up? No. Okay. Hold, please. Chat, we're not getting audio. Oh, no, I'm so stressed.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay. Wait, let's try it again. Let's try it again, chat. And this might be 100. I mean, it's probably 100% my fault. Okay, we're going to generate soundtrack. Oh, my volume's probably off. No, wait, that's not true because Nick's talking. Oh,
You heard me?
no.
Oh, no.
Okay, let's try to do like podcast here and see if that helps.
Go for it.
Oh, chat. I'm going to be so sad if we can't get this to work.
What if I heard it and you guys didn't?
Oh, no. Chat. Wait. Okay, we're downloading. Let's see if this works, chat.
There you go.
Here we go. Hold on. Hold, please. It opens in Apple Music. Hold on. I swear we were ready for this. Okay. Let's see if this has any sound on it. Here we go.
Good. That sounds like a
All right, that was a lot.
wow. Wait, how long did it give you?
30 seconds.
That's amazing.
Oh yeah, we got time, Nick. We're doing things. Super funky. So again, if you're a social creator, like it was pretty funky and pretty fun. Maybe you'll hear a new intro to office hours one of these days. So
Nice.
you can use this to generate audio, generate soundtracks really quickly and easily. Nick, is there an explosion happening?
Something happened where it added a splash of cola, and it was trying to add the image reference I gave it. So all it did was it gave me this. Watch. Little splash of cola at the end.
Yep. And cola. What was the reference image that you put in?
It was this thing right here. I guess you can't see it there, but I tried putting it in there. I must have done something wrong, but I'm going to try editing something else again with that. I think that's kind of the neat thing is once you have a video or something cool that you like, bringing in your work, bringing in your product, whatever it might be, to get it into the mix is really, really something cool.
Yep. And I do think that there is something to be said about AI not being used as like, hey, I like put in my prompt and I did the thing and here it is. Like, I think that that's a good example. And I actually love when stuff like goes wrong with some of the Firefly tools because it shows like how much it does take like iteration. It is just your creative co-pilot to help you think through your ideas. And so I love that like that came through and it was like totally wild and weird and crazy. Right. And then you're like, cool, okay, I need to like prompt a little bit differently, or maybe I need to like do a different reference image or try to like figure out how to steer it into what I want to see. And sometimes I think that that is helpful to just like ideate faster than spending a ton of time in Photoshop or Illustrator, like rendering something out.
I love that.
Okay, so let's go ahead and hop in. Nick is going to keep going over in Firefly and working. Nick, are you going to convert this to a video? What's going on here?
Oh, we might as well try that. I'm going to give that a shot here. So we got this here. We can go to, I believe, we had something here where it said convert to, was it share? Image to video. There we go. All right, cool. So I guess we need to bring in that. That's our first frame.
Yep.
Oh, so maybe what we should do is find I'm going to go back to this and say, give me just the shoe on its own. Is that
okay? So yeah, you're going to isolate the shoe and then have it like come in.
Yes, exactly. So
let's have like a little splash.
This, right? Okay, so I'm going to download him. We got that one.
Yep.
Then I'm going to say, take this one and go eliminate just... What would be the best way to say?
Yeah, I would say
give
like
me the shoe.
I'd say like isolate the subject of the photo or the
Isolate
shoe, and then
shoe.
remove the liquid chrome.
Cool. And turn it into a full color shoe. So that way, maybe it's like, we're giving it a lot more to translate. So what I want is this will be the first slide. The second slide will be just the shoe on its own in a white space.
Yep.
Let's just do that. All right, cool. So let's see what happens there. And we'll generate just that. I'll download that. And then we can make a video from those two. So give it a second. It's going to analyze it and give us the shoe all on its own.
Yep. And while you do that, I think let's hop over into some of the big hitters into Photoshop, Illustrator. Let's actually, let's talk about board. Let's not talk about boards.
You want to save boards?
No, let's. We'll wait. I want to show you a couple things, chat first, and then we'll come back. All right. So let's go ahead and hop over into Photoshop. And we can look at some of the things that are available in Firefly in Photoshop. We do have generative fill available. And so same thing that we just did in Firefly Web. If we want to make a selection and remove something, so let's say we want to get rid of this little watering can here, I can simply make that selection, and I'm using the lasso tool here to remove that. And when we're just going to hit generative fill, and then we could generative fill with nothing, or we can click on remove. Let's try clicking on remove, see what happens. It is using Firefly technology either way. It's using Firefly just incorporated into Adobe Photoshop, which is really cool.
Nice.
So it's going to remove that watering can for me. I did get a little bit of the spade there as well. And there you go. It will also give me a few different options. Oh no, I removed, so it's not going to actually. Remove does not give you options. If you use generative fill, it will. So we removed it, and now it's gone. Now, if we wanted to maybe make some changes to this, we could. But the one thing that I really want to change is that I need this to be a different aspect ratio. Oh, someone just asked a great question. Let me do the aspect ratio real quick. So I need this to be a different aspect ratio, and I need it to be 16:9. But I don't want to crop any of the photo. I just want extra on the side. So what I can do is I can grab the crop tool over here, and then I'm going to change the fill to content aware fill. So content aware fill. Oh, no, I am totally lying. Here's why, chat. I'm thinking of content aware fill because 16 years ago today, we debuted content aware fill. It was on my Facebook memories today. So it was on my brain.
No way.
Yes, 16 years.
Gosh.
So I want to do generative expand. So we're going to go to fill, generative expand, and then I'm going to just crop the entire photo, and you can see it's going to add space on the sides. And when I hit enter, it is going to generative expand, which means it's going to fill in all of the space that doesn't have anything yet with what it thinks would be there. So this is so helpful when resizing photos. And if you need to have something at a different size, whether it's vertical, whether it's horizontal, look at that. So this is going to give us a couple different options. You can see there, it is almost unrecognizable that there is any change happening, right? Like it just extended the photo for you, which is really cool. Another way that I've seen this used, that I have used this before, is to change the rotation of a photo. So let me imagine that we have a photo that was handed off to us and the rotation is a little bit weird and wonky. So let's say, hold please. Let's say that we have a photo and it comes in and our subject is just at a weird angle, right?
Yeah.
Not a great angle to be working with. And if I wanted to, I could come in and I could use a straighten tool and we could kind of like find right there the horizon line and it's going to straighten it. But you can see it's going to crop my image. I don't want to crop the image. I want more image and I want to keep all the pixels I have. So what I can do is I can actually change the fill to generative expand, and then we are going to straighten that on our horizon right here. And when we hit enter, instead of having these little white areas, it is going to generative fill, and you'll see that it's going to straighten the photo and fill in the areas that we're missing so that we don't have to lose any pixels. This is such a great way to straighten photos if you need extra. So right there.
Look at that.
Right?
It's also good too, like how many times if you want to actually turn that photo and you have it cropped in a frame and now you're getting those little white slivers in the corner. Again, this generative fill is fantastic.
Yep. So if you've never used it, that is my favorite use. of generative fill is to use it on straightening photos because it's really great.
That's cool.
Someone did ask a question that I do want to address really quick.
Let's go.
With one of our, I think, best new tools. And that is, can you rotate that character? Was the question. And the answer is yes. This is one of the best things that I've seen us do in Photoshop in a long time.
Are you going to try Gardening Girl?
I'm going to try Gardening Girl. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what happens.
So
this is so awesome.
Yeah, I think that, let's see what happens. So we're going to select subject here, and it's going to select the person that we have.
Ooh, do you want to try the shoe I just made? That's maybe it might be an easier
Oh
one.
yeah, let's do that. Do you want to drop it in that board that I created?
Oh, there you go.
Let's do that.
That idea.
Okay, so while you do that, I am going to also show this is Firefly powered. There's a lot of things that are powered by Firefly that we don't talk about, and you may not know. Select subject. If you want to, you can go here and go to cloud. Change the setting on select subject to cloud, and it is going to analyze all the different subjects of our photo. So we can click here to refresh, and it should find all of the different objects. So we have our plant there. We have the window, maybe we have the little newspaper, maybe we have the chair. It's going to help find all those different objects. And if I wanted to, I could just do a little click selection around an object, and it's going to select all the pieces of that object for me, right? So really great way to select things using Firefly. And Nick is using Firefly boards, which we're going to talk about in a second. But he's dropped in an image for me that we are going to use. I'll just download this.
Yeah.
Thanks,
I figure
buddy.
that's the perfect one to try for our little turnaround.
Yes, 100%. All right, so we have a subject here. So let's say we did a product photo and we need it to be in a different angle. Really great new tool that we can do here. What we're going to do is I am going to go to select subject. That is going to select our shoe here. Pretty perfectly, I might add.
Right.
And then we are going to go to Control T or go to transform. So we are, where is transform? Edit, transform. Yes, edit, transform right here. And we are going to hit Control T to bring that up. And now from there, wait, does it need to be on its own layer? I think it needs to be on its own layer.
Yes, I believe so.
See, I'm new here.
And it's isolated, right?
It's because this layer's locked. See, okay. On a layer that isn't locked, chat. Go ahead, select that subject. It's going to find the shoe for you.
It can't unlock it for you guys. You got to do it for yourself.
Yep. And then from there, we are going to hit Control T to transform and click on Rotate Object. What it's going to do is it's going to make a basic 3D model of this object and allow us to reposition it in the scene. This is one of the coolest uses of Firefly that I've seen. So we have it now. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, can't wait to see this.
I mean, chat, it's pretty good. We also can change the rotation here. So maybe we want to have it rotate more on this kind of angle. And we also can change the perspective. So maybe we want the perspective to be a little closer, a little wider. We can change those perspectives. And then it does look like low poly and not like super clear. But when I hit enter, it should render that and enhance it to be a really nice crisp image that's a rotation of the shoe.
It keeps it in like a low res as you're manipulating it, right?
Yep.
Until you hit enter.
Yep.
That's great. You know, I've heard
boom.
of a lot of people loving this idea that like even if you just want to show a different angle of something to the photographer or to some art director, this is such a fast way to do it.
Yep.
And it's just, you didn't have this tool before. It's so great.
So here is the original. I'll zoom in so we can like really see the detail here. So there's the original, or this is the rotation. See, I don't even know. This is rotation. There's the original. So you can see there that it's done a pretty great job at pulling those two things together.
It's amazing.
It's pretty amazing. Cool. I do kind of, actually, we'll try it on something else. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to place this cup into this scene. So this is another use of Adobe Firefly technology that we can do here. And we are going to select this cup by just hitting Control C, which this was generated with Firefly. And then we're going to paste it into our scene. Now you can see in this scene over in my layers panel, there are like a million layers. So I've done a lot of manual Photoshop work here to set up this scene, but I want this cup to like merge with the scene. And so what we can do is we can use a tool called Harmonize. And while we have this on the scene, we can click right here and click on Harmonize. And what it's going to do is it's going to assess the lighting. It's going to assess the colors. It's going to assess what we're trying to put in there. And it's going to help us composite this into the scene. We'll probably still have to do some like dodging and burning a little bit, maybe some color adjustments, but it's going to get us halfway there to really have a great integration into the scene. I mean, that's pretty good.
Amazing.
I think this one is the best. We got little shadows here that I think are nice. And so, I mean, that's pretty incredible to just one click have that harmonized. And you can see there's the before and there's the after. So it's really incorporated it into the scene, which is really cool.
It's beyond just the lighting and everything. It's the perspective. It's the kind of like angle change. It's the shift. And I love what it does with shadowing and kind of like whatever surface you're putting it on. It figures it all out for you. It's so great.
And you know what I want to do, Nick?
Uh-oh.
Now I'm going to try to rotate this object. So we have used Harmonize to bring it into the scene. And now maybe I want to see it if it's like
angle?
falling. Yeah, like a different angle.
Oh, there you go.
Let's see what happens. So let's see here. Maybe I want it to have a little bit of a different angle. And maybe we want it to turn ever so slightly this way. It got a little bit wonky on top, so we're going to try that. Oh, we got a handle on our coffee mug.
Uh-oh.
There we go. Let's go this way and see how that looks, and then let that render in. And this should very quickly render in and look nice for us in the scene. Again, this is something that I could give to a photographer if we're doing like a full photo shoot to hand off. Look at that.
So good.
So we went from here to here in just a few clicks. That would have taken so long if I was trying to do like step-by-step manual. Okay, Nick.
Yeah.
Can we hop over and talk?
We got our final video.
Oh, yeah, we got our video. Let's go ahead and take a look at our video.
Remember, we had this version. We made the version of the shoe that you just saw Andrew use, which was with the white background. So what we did is in frame 1, we have our one with the chrome and the fluid kind of going. And then in the last frame, we have the one with just the shoe. So I asked it to transform these images in a slow, smooth motion, and here's what it did. Slowly breaking that away and then bringing in the full color. So what a cool thing for like brand reveals, for social media stuff. If you're transforming something from black and white to color, I love this. That's so cool. Oh, and I'm just seeing your cup now. That's looking great. I love it. I'm on a little delay.
Yeah, Nick's got a little delay. All right, so let's go ahead and hop back. And I do want to show one more thing. It's going to be over in Premiere. Chat, if you're not using Premiere, there are a lot of different integrations in here. The one that I want to show is Generative Extend. So let's say that I am doing a video and I'm just missing a little bit of footage. So we have this little video here of someone making coffee. And then this just I want to go to Starbucks right now. So making coffee, right? And then we have like a little gap that we need to fill. So what we can do is we're actually going to use this new tool over here that is Generative Extend on video. Yeah, Generative Extend on video. We're just going to grab that tool and then click at the end of this clip and drag it out. And when we drag it out, right now it is 60 frames per second, but Extend works at 30. That's fine. We'll do it to show. It's going to extend up to 5 seconds. So it's going to give us an extra 5 seconds. So this is great. I use it the most for clips that I stopped recording too early and I need to crossfade. And so if I just need some extra pixels to like crossfade into, I'll use Generative Extend to extend the clip so that I have space to easily crossfade and get all the content that I want without losing any content. I'm really bad at hitting record like as I start talking and then as I stop talking, and I need like a little second after to be able to cross dissolve into something.
Buffer zone.
Yep. And so that's what I use. So it's going to take a little second. I mean, it's at 60% already. So not a ton of time, but it's going to generate us some extra space. And I'm actually going to go back and let's zoom in here. And I'm going to do a marker, chat, so you can see where it is generated. All right, so it's done there. So let's go ahead and I am going to play this clip and you can see where it generated. So generation starts now.
And now.
So you really, like, I can't notice any difference. It does slow down because it goes to 30 frames per second. But, I mean, in video, there's nothing. Like, we're going frame by frame. This is all generated right here. like it's just extra video for me. So really, really helpful use to help you keep your videos going. And if you need, again, a couple extra pixels or a couple extra seconds.
That's quite a lifesaver to anybody. I'm assuming I'm getting into video a little bit, and I can understand when you just need that extra little second or two.
Yep.
To help blend things together and everything. I mean, like, perfect example of where I think AI comes in, like such a really good little assistant.
Yep.
Because you can't go back out and film it again, or if it was on location, you know?
Yep. All right, chat. We had a great question that I'm actually looking up the answer to right now because I thought I knew, but I don't. How many generative credits does Gen Extend use on Premiere? I don't know. I want to have an answer, but I don't think that I can give you the answer that I want.
It could be something similar to what like a typical video.
And of course, yeah, of course. As I close Premiere and close the project, someone asked a question. I'm gonna find you the answer right now. While we do that, let's hop over to Nick. And Nick, can we just get a quick look at what is Firefly boards? This is a whole different space of things.
Start, right?
Firefly boards. Really great tool. What is Firefly boards?
I feel like this has become the playground for AI. And what it is an infinite kind of canvas here. You can see I can go zoom in. I can kind of like look and see big picture stuff. It's everything we just showed you, but like on one board with multiple images. And you get to play around with things, which is great. This is something that Andrew had made and shared with me. If you are looking for a collaborative space to work with someone remotely, this is the spot, right? We've done this so many different times, which is really, really cool. So I'm going to zoom in and show you. You basically can set up things like these artboards. So you've got all these settings here. With artboards, I can literally just build these here. And then that's where you can have some fun and basically try some different things. I'll show you something kind of cool. We could take his logo here, right? And really quickly, this is where you can have so much fun. I'll go to edit, and all I'm gonna do is go edit with Gemini 2.5, right? That's a quick way to kind of go. It has already sampled the image because we had it selected. Here, I'm just gonna say, turn this logo into an embroidered patch on jeans, right? Perfect. I don't need the exclamation mark.
Onto jeans.
I think I'm getting used to that idea of like the better your prompt, obviously the better your results. And these kinds of things are awesome. If you just need a tool to get you thinking and to keep that momentum going without slowing down. What I love here is notice, oh, it did it. Like, oh, that's so funny. I don't think it selected the thing. It just gave me the
It's just like, here's a logo on some jeans. Here you go.
We'll try it again. I'll try it here, edit that. And again, this one, I'll take it off here and we'll try to resample it. So I'm going to sample, let's do our fox guy. This guy's cool. Where's the fox? Come on now. Here. There we go. We have our fox in there. So now we'll turn this into an embroidered patch. So let's see what it does for that. It's embroidered patch. Perfect. Let's see what it does. Boom. There. Right,
so
perfect.
While that goes, you can see here that there is right now this really weird thing happening on this artboard. That's because there are linked objects. You can link objects from Cloud Docs in Adobe Firefly boards. So you can go to Adobe Cloud Creative Storage, and then from there you can choose one of your Illustrator files, one of your Photoshop files, and place it in. So I've placed in this Illustrator file that might be like a logo space that we have. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here, and we're going to delete these pieces. And let's say that I just want to have some different options for the client. So in Firefly boards, we have placed that document, that cloud document. And let's say that I want to do some different variations here. So I'm going to make these a little bit larger.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, let's go down like this way. And then let's make them a little bit larger. And I want to do different color variations. And what we can do here is we are going to use generative recolor, one of my favorites. We can select our art that has a couple different colors on it, then click right here on generate and do generative recolor. From there, let's just choose one of the defaults here. Summer by the Sea, I think looks good. and we hit generate. So you can just describe what the vibe is, and it's going to find different color palettes for you to see if anything works. If you want to do a bunch of different variations, super easy way to do it. So we can do maybe cosmic solar flare. And there is no like right or wrong answer here. You can really put in whatever feels right to you. And then this one, let's maybe do like summer beach party.
Always a good one.
It's going to find colors for you, and then it's just one click away from assigning those colors into your art. So it can be for logos, it can be for illustration. Great way to just explore different color palettes to present to the client. Now, it's really cool.
Seasons too, like if you needed to do the holiday one or the Easter one, always good.
Yep. If we're working collaboratively in Firefly boards, this is placed as a live document. So what I can do with this cloud doc right here is I'm just going to go ahead and save it. So Control Shift S to save. And then we're going to save to Adobe Creative Cloud Storage. Now, when we name that, we can save it to Creative Cloud Storage. And now it is a cloud doc. It exists in the cloud. And I can place it multiple places. And when I hit save to save this document over in Firefly boards, it's going to let me know that there is an update for this document. Hopefully. there should be an update for this document. All right, let's place it. Let's see what happens. So we're going to place here. We're going to place the grind demo right here. There we go.
Oh, the colors look great.
Yep. Oh no, why are we not syncing? Chat, how does this happen? How does this happen every time we're streaming? Suddenly things don't work. It's killing me. Nick, what are you doing over there?
Yeah. So there's so many other things that this will allow you to do that are so at your disposal. We made this Wolfpack one, but remember, it was kind of a mistake. I wanted to say daily grind instead of Wolfpack, but because I kind of like the whole idea of it here. With it selected, all I'm going to do is hit edit, and this little feature is fantastic. Edit the text in the image. What it's going to do is it's going to evaluate and find the text in here, and notice it found Wolfpack. So I'm going to click on that, and then basically, let's see if we can I'll get pack here, and we'll say, let's just say we want it to say hours. So I'm changing it to hours. You hit click, and what it's going to do is it's going to try to recreate that PACK in hours. And that's the coolest part, because it's going to find the embroidery. It's going to do the red with the white stitching, and we'll give it a second, and you'll get exactly what you want. This is cool for like
sync. Come on. I believe. There we go. We got one of your linked assets has changed. I hit update and boom, we're synced. So it will update that directly for me super quickly, super easily, and it will stay linked so that
the daily.
Yes. And somebody says that oh no, somebody says that we're buffering. Why are we buffering?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Buffering, maybe, is it that maybe, could it be their internet?
No, it might be my internet.
I see on air.
Yeah, no, we're on air, chat. I'm
sorry
so sorry.
That, guys.
This is me. I think we're back. We might be back. Chat, it might be me. It might be having all the things open at the same time.
Oh, I'm seeing on the delay. I can see it's a little bit.
Yep. It might be my internet, chats. It is stormy and windy down here in Southern California, so
we have 16 applications open at the same time.
Yeah, it very well might be me.
And Andrew's running a full production studio at the same time.
I am the problem. We're back. Okay, it would probably is me. They are doing maintenance in my area, and it is super windy, and so sometimes things get wonky in Southern California when it's windy.
Bless you.
Now I'm buffering.
Now he's got the allergies.
Right. So we are going to continue the series, chat. We have a couple minutes left, but I want to leave some time for your questions. If you have questions about Firefly, let me know. We are going to do another version of this. Pearly is saying, yes, please do another version. We definitely are going to try to do another version. And
what do you guys see yourself using it for too? Like, what else can we do to help you guys out?
Yeah, let us know like how we can help you learn. And the best way to let us know how to help you learn is calling the Adobe Community Hotline. That's right. We have a new hotline that is available to all of you to call right now. It is 561 My Adobe. 561 My Adobe. Please chat. Please call and give us a message. Leave a message. It'll be my voice asking you to leave a message. Go ahead, leave that message, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. Maybe we'll have you on office hours. We'll answer your question. If we do, I will make sure that you get a message to let you know that it is happening. So 561 my Adobe is that number. Call in right now. Leave a message. If you want to, you also can text this number. It is a textable number. So any way that you can do phone stuff, this is the way to get a hold of us. So 561-692.
I might have to leave a few messages.
Please call and leave a message. And it looks like, Nick, you're doing some... you're replacing some text over here.
Yeah, we're going to see if it works here. Yep, giving it a shot. Doing it on an actual generated image that it gave us. Instead of start your hustle right, we're going to try office hours into that. This was a cool thing, too. I just said, I took the shoe we made, I took your Daily Grind logo, and I said, give me a quick billboard for the Daily Grind Coffee Company and include the shoe some way. Because it just did.
Toss it in there.
It gave it exactly what we asked for.
Yep. And chat, if you're going to call the community hotline today,
Yes.
Here's what we want you to answer. Here's the question of the day. Call into the community hotline. We want to know, what is your favorite use of Firefly? How are you using Firefly in your process? Call in and let us know. 561 my Adobe. We're taking caller 3 now, live on air. In chat, we are going to be using this hotline live on office hours. Once I get legal to not be mad at me about the idea, we are going to be able to call in. So you guys will be able to call in live, talk to us on air, just like a radio show, and hopefully it'll be a good time. And Nick, you did change the text over there.
Look at that.
Looks
it even
good.
Found the stencil font just right and got it in there really clean and simple. So fun, fast ways to do things when you really need something on the fly.
There you go. So, chat, that is our Firefly basics. We blazed through, so you can always go watch this replay on Adobe Live. And if you have any specific questions, please call in 561-692-3623, 561 my Adobe. Give us a call, leave us a message, and we will get back to you as soon as we can. And we'll see you next week for another episode of Adobe Office Hours.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.